shit smooth. I mean, feel good getting back to the city, getting some work in, so keep it going.
I made some play going up, I got the whole thing jumping. Yeah, I made the play going up, I got the whole track jumping. Yeah, me time bitch holding nuts, I told her switch my subject. Yeah, ain't feeling low, no sluts, can't play beat, I punch it. Yes, I go by the bird, these bitches come around and looking for refuge. Yeah, he probably do what I say, put my hand on his head, treat his head on my nephew. Yeah, I got plenty of bad bitches, none of them tryna fuck, they wouldn't let you. They don't see the way I'm living, Fanny, I know my little fan.
Right up, and before the Rolex diamonds, I was make my glizzy light up. Every miss a truck he got off, he got hit up, got sent right up. Police think this shit again, they left her out and snatched her right up. I go in the mall and cash out everything I want, I get it. I heard you be
Get on it. So, boy, good to see you.
Hey, tap on that nigga. His shit hard. getting some work in, so keep it going.
All right, so who am I joined by? Who am I here with?
Yo, this Coach Robbie at DPT, owner of Dynamic Performance Training.
Okay, awesome. And how do you feel your journey has been like along with DPT?
Well, I could tell you one thing. I started DPT to get over depression. You know, like Jasper here, you know, one of our top athletes in this building. He embodies what it is to be an athlete here at DPT. You know, me, like I said, I got into this because I didn't get an opportunity to make it to the NFL. That was my dream, to be a first-round draft pick. It didn't happen, mainly because of the things that I did. You know, but for so long I was pointing fingers. But what young men gotta understand, you in control of your destiny. Who you surround yourself with, your faith in God, your belief in yourself, the confidence. You have to persevere through adversity because doors are gonna close. But what are you gonna do, lay down? No, you gotta get back up, you gotta keep fighting. You know, so my message to myself was, when I didn't get an opportunity to become a college coach, right? I wanted to get back in my community and help young men not go through what I went through. And that was getting in your own way. So many of us get in our own way by the decisions we make and the people we surround ourselves with. So I had to make a change with myself first, but mainly was because I had a son. You know, I cannot forget that. So when my son was born, Cruz Green, when he was born, I looked him in his eyes and something came over me. I had to make a change. You know, when you Google my name back then, you didn't see anything positive. It was everything negative. So I got tired of that. I didn't want my narrative for my son to be that his father failed in life. So I changed it. So when doors was closed, I opened my own door, created my own LLC, DPT, and it wasn't about getting money. It was about passion. I trained for 8 years for free. I slept in my car, right? Some nights I didn't eat. I started this dream in my mother's garage. People don't believe that. But in my mother's garage, training my aunties and my uncles because they was giving me a chance. You know, just because they saw the pain of not making it. I was on my street that I grew up on, training athletes, running down and up and down the street. But the passion that I had then, I still have it now because I saw this. I saw this happening for myself. It was a manifestation through God. But like I said, it was my faith. I didn't lay down, you know. And so I encourage every young man that's from this city and from anywhere in the country to never lay down, never quit on yourself. You know, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And so, you know, always be mindful of that in the decisions you make. Football is football, right? It's a game. It's not for long, right? Most guys end 30, 35 years old. I'm 36. What are you gonna do next? You can't end football and then not have an identity. Most guys finish their career and they don't even know themselves. They don't know what direction to go next. They're still depending, right? You have to be self-dependent. You have to be a provider. You have to be someone that the community can look at as an example. And that's what we're creating here. We're creating examples through Christ, right? Football is something that we do, but you know, how we serve one another and how we serve Christ is the main objective, because what you're doing at football field is an example of your family, an example of your work ethic, your example of your discipline, your accountability, you know? So always remember that. You know, treat yourself like a business at all times. Great things happen to those who are patient, they're wise, and they're slow to speak and quick to listen. I was always told that, but I was always quick to speak, you know, but now I do a better job at listening, because you can really hear the pain in people by listening, or you can hear the passion in people by listening, you know. So understand that you only is as good as the people around you and as weak as the people around you. So I always like to say, go hard or go home. You know, this building wasn't built, you know, by just us hoping and praying. This wasn't built by someone just handing it to us and giving it to us. This was built off of hard work when nobody was watching, when no one believed, you know. And I can say this, one of the main difficulties for me when I got done playing ball and it was over with for me was, finding my identity, knowing who I am. For so long, I thought I was just a football player. That's all I can do is just play football. I remember looking Coach Saban in the eyes when he asked me, or when he told me that this is my last stop. It's my last chance. There's nothing he can do for me. I have to leave Alabama. It hurt. I cried. I cried to him, begging him for another opportunity, but I knew at that point it was too late. And all I could look at him and say, Coach, this is all I got. Football is all I know. There's nothing else that I can do but play football. And he told me, Robbie, you don't even know yourself. You don't know what you have in yourself. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, Coach, all I have is football. But he saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. It wasn't until, like I said, having a son and actually getting out there and failing and not going home, not being able to show up and rely on your parents to, take care of you, because I didn't want to go home. I felt like a failure. I felt like I let everyone down. But truth and honesty, I didn't let my parents down. I didn't let everybody down. They still loved me. What I let down was myself. And so understand that. Do not let yourself down, because when you close your eyes and you dream, no one else sees that dream but you. So the only person that can stop that dream is you. And then, I'm going back to Jasper. This young man is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. He's going to be great. And he's an example of what we want in this program. We want stand-up men that's going to come to work every day and give their best effort. And not just for himself, but for his brothers, for his family, and then for his teammates. He's one of the best athletes I had when it comes to his personality. If you look at him, he don't look too much approachable, but he is. And that says a lot, because he's going to go a long way. So definitely appreciate having guys like that in the building. And like I tell him, we're looking for the next Jasper Parker. That's what we want. You come to DPT and we're going to help you. We're going to help you emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? And we're going to build your confidence. Give us the chance to help you be great, and watch what we do. Salute.
All right, so who am I here with?
Jasper Parker for me.
All right, nice. So first question, how do you feel about the culture of DPT?
Just the culture of DPT is something you can't pass up on. It's going to make you a winner or a loser. It's going to determine if you're a winner or a loser. The hard working aspect of it, they don't even prioritize in my position, man. I play running back, but I know every day I come in here, I'm going to compete with myself and I'm going to compete with Robbie. He going to come in here, he going to push you. Every day is a competition with him, because his energy is always on 15 out of 10, not even 10 out of 10, but 15 out of 10. I know coming in here, me and my little brother, we didn't know what to expect, but we quickly found a home. It's some place you could come all hours of the day. And every building he's had, this is the second location I've been to, he's got a garage. So you could just walk in the garage. And I guess it's like a safe haven for athletes. And it's somewhere I find myself attracted to every time I'm able to come home from school, every time I'm able to just train and just get better, come in here, get better, and be able to operate. But it's super fun being in the building and being able to compete, being able to work, and being able to push myself. Is some place where I'm able to push my brother. Just seeing how he developed, it's a great place to come and chase your best.
And how do you feel like DPT has a positive effect on your work ethic, being in such a high position to play football?
Like I said, mentally is a whole different training. Mentally is a whole different training. He's going to train your physical. He's going to attack your body. He's going to push your best, like I said. But mentally, he's going to be sharp. He's going to compete with you mentally. And that's something that I feel that this helps you. Knowing you finish your workout, but you gotta run some more. And you can't quit. Like he said, you gotta go hard or go home. You can't quit. You can't stop. You gotta keep going. It's someplace where I find myself growing mentally, and that's something that I feel is very important as an athlete, but as a person. just growing mentally and being able to get out of my comfort zone mentally. And it's constantly improving the type of person I am, what type of areas I can operate in, and who I'm going to be in the foreseeable future. Feel me?
All right, who am I here with?
Jasper Parker Sr., father of Jasper Parker Jr., Arkansas running back.
All right, yes, sir. And being Jasper's dad, what would you say it was like watching him grow up, become the person he is now?
Freaking crazy, man. To be honest with you, obviously, I have a deep affection for my son. So naturally, I would see his high points 10 miles higher than the average person would see. But just speaking, just totally honest, candidly, he's been a freak athlete all of his life. I can remember him being on a 9 and 10-year-old football team, and they snuck him on a team. He was only 6 years old, and I was nervous. I was like, man, I don't want him to get hurt. And he got in for one play. I knew the coach on the team I actually went to high school with, and they put him on offensive line, right, at 6 years old. Could you imagine that? And after the first play, he blocked the guy. Then he tried to fight the guy. I called my brother. I said, dude, he kind of crazy. And so he was 6 years old doing like this at the crowd. Just spectacular, man. And so just watching him as a youngster has always been special because it hasn't always been athletics. As he matured, he would be a guy running with the kid at the end of practice who couldn't finish the drills. He would be the kid talking to other kids that weren't getting playing time, trying to educate them on how they can do better. So it's just been amazing watching him grow and mature. His maturation has been phenomenal as a young man, but he's always kind of had an old soul. So he's always kind of been a player coach since he's been probably about 8 or 9 years old. Phenomenal, man. I mean, that's track and field, basketball and football. He excelled at all. So watching him do that, it's kind of natural to see him really take off as he's growing up and getting older.
And what would you say throughout his football journey was the biggest challenge that you guys were able to overcome?
I would say, honestly, figuring out how to increase his ceiling. Like I said, he was naturally super athletic, but it wasn't just God-given talent. He always worked for it. All the schools wanted him to come in high school. And so it's one thing to really be great, but we all know that hard work outweighs talent 100% of the time. So him being naturally athletic, we had to really dig deep and work out at home and still go to trainings like this at DPT, just so he can keep pushing his ceiling higher and higher. Because it's very easy for a kid that's naturally athletic to get complacent, and those kids fall behind. There's late bloomers. So if you're an early bloomer and the late bloomer outworks you, once he hit these growth spurts that you hit early, he'll pass you up. Well, Jasper was not only an early bloomer, he was a middle bloomer, a late bloomer, and his work ethic always translated through all three phases. And so overcoming that mental block of I'm already better than everybody, but let me still outwork everybody. As a matter of fact, keep that in the film, dude. That's our motto at the house, man. Also at my office, OWE, outwork everybody. So I think he took on that mentality and personality that we set forth between him and my baby boy Nasir, outwork everybody, and that adopting that mental toughness and adopting that philosophy helped him push his ceiling even when it felt like he had already hit the ceiling.
And what would you say is your most favorite moment about being such a father to enjoyable talent like this?
Man, the best moments has nothing to do with sports. Probably my favorite moment is just being best friends with my kids. I know people all the time, they say your kid only has one parent, you have a bunch of friends. I've never believed in that. Whether people agree with me or not, that's not my thing. Both of my kids will tell you this. My children already understand that I'm the authority figure in the house, so I'm the leader for sure. But I always wanted to be best friends with my kids, and we've become best friends. So the most enjoyable moment is like, man, just when we're like kicking back, relaxing, maybe laughing about a game, laughing about basketball, football, laughing about some girl that he had a crush on, joking around about me trying to lose weight, right? Joking around about who's gonna wash dishes. Just, like that's the most enjoyable moment is watching Jasper grow to become a young man that's responsible and God-fearing and, seeking more education and mental guidance and learn how to respect women and just being a tough guy, you know what I mean? So I can say that in a nutshell, he's the most enjoyable moment. Just being around him, laughing, having fun, sad moments, worrying, no matter what it may be, just going through life with my son has been, I can honestly say, God's greatest gift. Both of my sons, actually.
I think like when I come home, I picture resting and all, but I can't seem to like stay at the gym. I mean, stay out of the workout places, all that stuff, but I don't know what it is. Like, it's something about it. I love to work. And like, I just love being around people that want to be great. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what it is, but it's cool. I like it. My dog, Ye in the cut. Ye cool, yo, Ye cool as hell, bro. I like hanging out with you. Smooth.
Yes, sir. Jasper, that's my dog, man.
Hey, cameraman don't talk or eat, but let's sleep. Nah, I'm trolling.